Howdy. So I thought I'd make a video explaining why a lot of metrics that most of you use are not the right metrics to use to measure progress. Hey, I'm Bjorn Olsen from yourofempire.com and the Empire Forums, owner of the OnlyFans Empire, an OnlyFans management agency managing girls in the top 1% from all over the world completely remotely, hence different hotel rooms and pets and all my different videos. Check us out at yourofempire.com or at yourofempire on all major social media platforms. But for now, let's get back to the video. Here's an example. So you've got one Tinder account, and the Tinder account has 5,000 matches. Wow, 5,000 matches. Not uncommon. So people will say, this account is brilliant, this method is brilliant, and it'll be like 5,000 matches. It could be in 2 days. It could be like 2 days after it's been created. Yeah, the camera's blocking out this. I just literally scribbled down 2 days. All right, 5,000 matches. Oh, 2 days. Wow. Oh, that's brilliant. And they go, okay, this is the way. This is brilliant. So they'll go sending flex shots, in the Telegram groups, like, fuck, check this account. It's getting 5,000 matches. Well, what they're not measuring is how many subs are actually converting, right? Say there's 5,000 matches, and say 500 of them go to your funnel, whatever it may be, and then the account gets banned. That's 4,500 matches gone to waste because they did not have long enough to go through the funnel. That number of matches does not mean shit if they don't have time to funnel through before the account gets banned. You could have 5,000 matches, you could just go on a swiping spree. I've said to a lot of people, I think I've said on YouTube channel, 200 matches a day on like Bumble or Tinder. That's max. Now I've had a lot of people say, well, not a lot of people, we've had a couple of people say, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. 200 matches a day, I can do way more than that. Oh, yes, you can do way more than that, obviously. I'm speaking in terms of creating a long-lasting account, an account that has a long lifespan. Therefore, you don't need to fuck around spending another 2 hours creating another one. So they'll quickly take a screenshot. Bro, I just created this account. Anti-detect, 5,000 matches, heaps better than your method, heaps better than your method. And then what they don't tell me is that the account got banned right away because they've ignored my advice. They've said that I don't know what I'm talking about. We can do way more than 200 matches. You don't know what you're talking about. That's cool. So they've just swiped away. Swipe. 5,000 matches. Boom. What they don't tell me is the account got banned either the next time they logged in or later that day, whatever. So let's assume that only 500 funneled through. 4,500 of them have gone to waste. So off this account here, you see 5,000 matches, but it's actually only getting 8 subs. Where are we? So you've spent 60 on gold, on Tinder Gold. You've spent, let's say, because we're just going to average it out here, $10 on the mobile proxy and the account. I know it costs more than $10. I'm saying this is assuming you rotate each time you create a new one, blah, blah. Anyway, $10 for the mobile proxy. Then you've got time that you've invested. I don't know, we'll say 30 minutes at least. And the account has lasted 2 days. 2 days. So that means 70 bucks and half an hour of your time has got you 8 subs. Congrats, 8 subs. But you're on the impression, nah, bro, we're going to get like 500 subs, 10%. Yeah, 5,000 matches, 500 subs. Bro, you're totally wrong. Totally wrong. Because when the account gets banned, you are assuming that all of these 5,000 people have gone to your funnel, and therefore you're going to calculate 10% of that. I don't know, 10%. Personally, I think IG and Snapchat is probably less than 10% because people are clicking on. People are clicking on. If you see on Empire, hang on, what's Empire? What's Empire? See on Empire, you'll know that I like to be more creative and not follow the pack, and it tends to have a much higher conversion rate. But enough about that. So you assume that when the account gets banned, yeah, you've spent 70 bucks and half an hour. You've probably spent more time than that. You're assuming that those 5,000 matches have funneled through, and then 10% of that is going to OF. So you're thinking you're the man, you're top shit because you got 5,000 matches, and 10% of that is funneled through, and you've got all those subs. Congrats. No, that's not the case because here's what's actually happened. All right, 5,000 matches. By the time it got banned, 4,500 of them haven't even checked it. Maybe they've been at work. I don't know. Maybe they've still got a message sitting there and they're like, I'll give it a bit longer. and then nah, they haven't funneled through. Because what normally happens when they convert, for all of you looking for bots to chat on Tinder, or you're looking for a chat, I see some weird stuff. A lot of you assume that the more work you put in and the more complicated it is, the better the method. That could not be further from the truth. Anyway, let's go on with my rant. I see people looking for chatters for dating apps. That's the first thing I know how they're new, which is fine. That's cool. No worries if you're new. We're all new. But it's when you have an ego and tell someone they're wrong and you're new. That's when I'll start. That's when I'll start taking the piss out of you. So here's what normally happens: 5,000 matches. Okay. Now when they finish work or whatever, normally about I don't know 5 p.m. in the local time zone, they're going to go on Tinder. They're going to see they got a new match, and they go, "Wow, let's message her or him. Let's message." This is how to funnel properly. Okay, no chatting. And then their message is going to sit there for a couple of days. It's going to sit there for a day or two. Some guy's going to get impatient. They're not going to see a reply in a day. And then you go, fuck it. Let's check out the Insta. Let's check out the Insta or the Snap or whatever funnel you're using. Let's check it out. A lot of the times, the message is going to sit there for one day. You're not going to reply. It's going to sit there for 2 days. You're not going to reply. It's going to sit there for 3 days. They're going to send another message. Hey, fine, don't talk. Don't talk. I actually haven't seen one of those. Normally it's real sobby and stuff. And then after that, then they're going to go, fuck it. How else can I contact this girl? And go to Snap. Point is, it's going to take a few days for them to funnel. Just because you have 5,000 matches does not mean that they've all seen the funnel and they're all going to go through. They need some time. You have 5,000 matches. It's going to take 3 days for most of them to funnel through. So if you go ahead and you ignore my advice, 200 swipes, 200 matches per day, blah, 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 200 matches, yeah, no, you don't know your shit, blah, blah, blah. Well, that's because the account can last long enough, you can get a consistent flow. If you just swipe like Speedy Gonzalez, getting 5,000 matches, not giving a fuck, then perhaps 500 of them might funnel through in that time. But then 4,500 are going to miss out because the account's going to get banned because you've just ignored my advice. You're thinking you're top shit and you've just swiped like Speedy Gonzalez. You have to measure the account success by the time taken. Here's the metrics I use. Time taken to set up. Time taken to set up. This is shit. I need something other than pay. Time taken to set up. Obviously money spent. All right. Versus how long it lasts. Because any fucking girl, any account is going to get matches. Okay? Any account can get matches. They can all get matches. Regardless what they look like, they can all get matches. All right? So the measurement is how to measure an account success. Time taken to set up and money spent versus how long the account lasts. Because if the account lasts for a while, anyone can get matches, as I said. The big number there does not mean shit because if it gets banned later that day, then most of them, 90% of them haven't even funneled through. So congrats, you just got a big number and done jack shit with it. All right. So that's the metric for dating apps. Right. I just erased it for next metric. So I've measured the first metric of an account success. All right. Now you're going to say, yeah, but measuring the account success does not mean shit because you need to measure how many subs it gets. Yes, I agree. That is just one metric I'm saying to measure an account success when looking for the right method to use. So if you come across a method that can get a shitload of matches in a short amount of time, that is not a way to judge that method. You cannot assume that method is great to use because it generates a lot of matches in a short amount of time. Not the way to judge it. It has to be account lifespan. Account lifespan versus time and money invested in the account because matches will come anyway. Any account can do that. Okay? So that's first metric. Now, the second metric you're going to use is going to be to determine what type of strategy is working, right? And that metric is going to be measuring the conversion rate. Now, the conversion rate is dictated by a few things. It's dictated by the funnel, the attractiveness of we'll say photos, the attractiveness of the photos, all right? There's demand for anything, any look, any type, any style, any color, any race. So we're going to put this down to the attractiveness of the photos. You always get matches. So you've got the funnel, can't be obvious. That will lower the conversion rate and also cause the account to get banned. Then you got the attractiveness of the photos, and then the strategy itself. The strategy itself, I'm referring to what you're doing on this particular funnel to make the simps want to convert to the OF account. Now I'm going to tell you right now, it has to be subtle and don't talk, don't chat. People funnel through when they're looking for another way to get in contact with the person of interest. So if you reach out to them or they reach out to you and you reply on a different platform, why would they move to another platform? Because they've got your attention, which is what they want. They want to keep talking to you. They're coming from a dating app. They want to get to know you. They might think they have a chance. They want to talk to you. So if you reply to them on another platform, why would they go to the OF account? They've got your attention now. So if you reply and then say, go to the OF account, I can guarantee you 99% of them are going to say, why can't we chat here? So how do you fix this? Don't chat. And make the funnel subtle. Don't just blast your OnlyFans account in the bio or whatever funnel you're using. Make it subtle. Make it look like a daily account, whatever funnel you're using, whatever platform you're using. Make it like day-to-day life. You're just doing your thing. You're hanging out down at the shops, down at the beach, hanging out with friends, parties, whatever. And then tuck it away. For those that have been asking, yes, of course I have an OnlyFans. Who do you think I am? Blah, blah. Right? Be subtle. And then the conversions will come. So to link this back to the beginning and try and create some sort of structure in this YouTube video, I told you I was just thinking out loud. When I get people that ask me, what's your conversion rate from using iPhones? The right question to ask is not what's your conversion rate from iPhones like. The right question to ask is actually how long are the accounts lasting versus how long they're taking to set up and how much money you're needing to put into them. That's one question. The other question is completely irrelevant to iPhones. The other question is actually, what's your conversion rate like from your funnel? They're two separate questions. The conversion rate is actually related to the funnel, not directly to the method using to create accounts. They are two separate questions. So when you ask me what's conversion rate like from iPhones, that is actually irrelevant to iPhones. It is actually only related to the funnel we use, the attractiveness of the client / the photos, how the funnel is / is it obvious? Is it getting accounts banned? Is it subtle in the way that's converting heaps better? And the strategy we're using, as I said, whether the account is set up to be subtle and look like OnlyFans is tucked away, or whether it's obvious, because obviously that will have a lower conversion rate, as I said earlier, and whether we're chatting or not, because that will also lower the conversion rate. Because as I said, the people that are interested in this person are going to want to stay wherever you're talking because they got your attention. So if you start talking to them on Insta or Tinder, they're going to stay there. Why would they move? They got your attention, all right? So when people ask me, what's conversion rate like from the iPhone method, I can't answer that question. I can't answer that question because it's unrelated to iPhones. And yeah, so I know it's been a bit of a shit fuck of a YouTube, but I hope you understand that you have to make sure you're measuring the method using in the right metric, because if you're measuring the method in terms of what the conversion rate's like, that has nothing to do with the method itself. That has to do with the strategy and the funnel and the attractiveness of the photos and all these other variables that are irrelevant to the actual method you're using. So you could be under the assumption that the method you're using is good when actually the strategy you're using to convert them is good. The method might be shit. The method might be taking you much longer than needed to set the accounts up. The method might be causing accounts to get banned really quickly and therefore less simps to funnel through. The method might be causing you to have to spend a lot more money that's needed on like mobile proxies and stuff. Totally irrelevant, all right? So that's why I say the metric you use to measure progress is important. And I don't think 99% of you are using the right metric to measure progress, in particular, dating apps. Now, there's other things as well, like TikTok and stuff like that. What I mean by TikTok is like virality of videos. A lot of people don't take into consideration the attractiveness of the girl and her niche. Obviously, you want to go to where her niche is. If a video is going viral and it features a girl with boobs bouncing up and down, maybe she's jogging and her boobs are bouncing up and down, and you have a client that has little itty bitty titties, obviously, if she does that, it's not going to go viral. It's not going to have anywhere near the same effect because she's got little itty bitty titties. They don't do the same thing, all right? So you have to, that's another metric I'm talking about. But anyway, that's gone off on a tangent. I've already spent enough of your time scribbling on here, all right? So hope you kind of understood and followed that. I was kind of just thinking out loud, and I wanted to say that a lot of you might be measuring success in the wrong metric. And that's it. Now, before we go, yeah, I know it's awesome. I know it's awesome. Look at this. Look at this. I'm actually exhausted by just trying to come up, ramble off the top of my head. It was getting the juices flowing. But look at this. Look at this. Oh, got a bit of an announcement actually. A bit of an announcement. So, if you have seen or have not seen, where are we? Had a roadmap here. This forum's actually taking off. It's taken off. Got about 800 or just under 800 members now. So, I created a roadmap. If you're hanging around and you haven't left the YouTube video yet, welcome. This is what's in the works. This is what's planned. Bi-weekly content updates, that's already. Model lead giveaways, personalized custom AI feeds, so I'll just keep feeding you info. Premium chat room, because I know a lot of you like to just chat all day. And I'm telling you, you don't get shit done by doing that, but a lot of you feel like you're actually working when you're just chatting away in these groups. So we'll have it for you guys, why not? Monthly prizes, affiliate program, mobile app. So next stage we're up to is model lead giveaways. How do we do this? Well, I'm fortunate enough that this YouTube video here, the one that I just spent half an hour rambling on about scribbles and that, is generating quite a lot of interest from girls particularly. Actually, guys are starting to apply as well, which I'm touched by. I'm actually touched by. But I've run out of room. I've run out of room in the meantime. We're going to scale up. Yeah, we're getting a lot of model leads and stuff, which is cool. So I want to set up a system where I can pass these model leads on to the right person, to the right candidate, in order to be fair to the applicant and the candidate that receives them. Now, I want to do this via Empire. Obviously, I ask permission for all the people that apply. I say, we don't currently have enough room, but I have some partners that I could pass off your information to that could help you do whatever is needed. So how am I going to do this? I'm actually planning on vetting people in this forum. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to be creating a model lead section that can only be accessed. Oh, where are we? That can only be accessed. Let's click on Nissa. Oh God, I hope it doesn't show the email. Oh no, there we go. Oh, I was going to say if it shows the email, I need to cut this part out. That can only be accessed by members with a certain influence score or higher. Not sure what that number will be. Now, how does the influence score work? Influence score is a score that gets awarded to people that participate. So for each like you get on a post, you get +1 influence score. For each downvote you get on a post, you get -1 influence score. So therefore, you can assume the higher the influence score, the more reliable the person, the more high quality info they are putting out, the more high quality responses they are giving, and the more active they are on the platform. So therefore, I want to reward these people, and also I'll see these people as a good fit to give model leads to. So if you want to be future candidates and you want to be in this group to get free model leads, you better get posting in the Empire forums, because I'm going to be giving them to people with not the highest influence score, but you're going to need a certain amount of influence score just to even access that section. And then also one of the criteria that I judge on who to give it to will be the influence score. Won't be the only criteria, but that will be one of them. So I thought I'd just give you a heads up. So if you're watching this and you're like, oh, I need a model, blah, blah, blah. I've seen the other videos, you keep pushing Empire and it costs and it's not worth it. Well, mate, if you don't think it's worth it, what the, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. And now I'm telling you I'll be giving away model leads. That's not happening just yet, but that's in the works. And I'm starting to put the pieces together to make it happen. So it's not ready yet. So don't sign up and then go, oh, bro, I want free model leads. Well, first of all, you got to post a lot and get some credibility before you're even eligible. Second of all, not ready just yet, but it's in the pipeline. And that's it. So if you like the video, go smash like button, smash subscribe button, and I'll see you on another video.